Hi there, AK here from the Mixpanel team. And today I'm going to show you how to get started with your event data in Mixpanel without writing any code. We're going to use Mixpanel's new Google Sheets extension called Sheets Mixpanel, which will help you import all sorts of data into Mixpanel without writing any code. So we're going to need three things: a CSV file in Google Sheets with some type of usage data. Here I have usage data from a web application. A Mixpanel project, which in this case is empty, and you can sign up for a free Mixpanel account at mixpanel.com/register. And the Sheets Mixpanel Google Sheet extension, which I'm going to install right now. Once you've installed the extension, you can find it in any Google Sheet under the Extensions menu and then Sheets Mixpanel. We're going to take the data in this sheet and import it one time into Mixpanel for visualization. So I'll choose the top option here. There's a very simple user interface where we have to fill out a couple of parameters to tell Mixpanel how to import our data. The Sheets Mixpanel extension can import lots of different types of data to Mixpanel. In this particular case, we have usage data from our web application, so I'm going to leave this on Events. In the next section, we'll set up some mappings, which takes the data that we have in our sheet and maps it to the required parameters for a Mixpanel event. And you'll see that the dropdowns here are automatically populated with the headers in our sheet. In this particular case, the event name maps best to the column for action. The distinct ID maps best to the column user ID. The time or timestamp of the behavior maps best to our column time. The insert ID mapping is used for deduplication. In this case, we don't have an insert ID, so we'll leave this blank as it's optional. Finally, we need to fill out some parameters about the Mixpanel project that we wish to send this data to. All of these parameters, like the project's ID and token, can be found in your Mixpanel project settings, which is under the settings gear and project settings. So I'll copy the project ID here and paste it into the extension. Scrolling down, I'll copy the project token and paste it into the extension. I can choose the data residency of this project. In this case, it's United States. And I will authenticate using an API secret, which you can also find in the project settings under API secret. Those are all the parameters I need to fill out to get started. Note that the columns that I didn't map, like theme, campaign, or device, will automatically get sent as event properties, so those will propagate to Mixpanel as well. Once I've filled out all the required fields, I can click the Run button, and the extension will go through my CSV and turn each row into an event in Mixpanel. This might take a couple minutes depending on the size of our CSV. It looks like my run is complete and 50,002 events were sent to Mixpanel. None of them failed, and it took just under a minute. This means we can immediately see and visualize our data in our Mixpanel project. So I can head over to Mixpanel, click on the events report, and I can see all of the different events that got sent to Mixpanel, including all of the properties that were on my different events, like campaign, language, theme, net promoter score, and device. We'll also notice that Mixpanel has properly sequenced all the events for each user in an activity feed that relates to that particular user. This means we can start analysis on our data right away. Diving into a Mixpanel report, we can select an event that we're interested in, like create account, and get a metric that counts how many users created an account every single day, and begin to break that down by any of the parameters that we've sent in with our data, like campaign or device. We can even get started on making our own board right away. This would be a great opportunity to test out Mixpanel's board templates feature. So I'll click Use a Template here. I'll choose the Company KPIs board template, which only asks me to input two things: my sign up event, which in this case is create account, and a value moment for my users, which in this particular case might be something like watching a video. I'll hit Create and watch the magic happen as Mixpanel quickly mocks up a number of different metrics, which are a really useful starting point for me to get to a meaningful analysis quickly. I hope you enjoyed watching this short video, which illustrates just how easy it is to get started with metrics in Mixpanel. And we didn't even have to write any code. Thanks for watching.